My name is Zadanazer, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Now you may be wondering why I'm speaking so softly, and no, I am not copying anybody else. But, like somebody else, I have friends that are currently asleep. So, we will be playing very quietly and finishing up the second to last video of the Stanley Parable. Now, if you remember what happened last time, we went out the window and we did not press the no button. This time, we will press the no button. We will now wait because the loading screen is not loading perfectly. Give it some time. Okay, now that loading screen has finished, it took an absurdly long time, about a minute. Let us go outside. Turn left. Turn left. Okay.
All of his co-workers.
We do not have to listen to what the narrator has
Stanley
said.
decided to go to the meeting room.
The narrator has repeated this over and over again.
Looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I must get on the desk. I can just press control and jump out the window. Oh shoot. That was stupid. I will do it again. It is alright. Everything is okay.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Yes,
so,
very good
now
narrator.
That you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Well, I am currently sick of this gag. However, I clicked yes last time, but this time, for my own enjoying, I will now press no. My own enjoying is not a word. I have no idea what I was trying to say. I will now press the no button, so that I will forget my utter stupidity.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
You probably would have played a
Do you think
ukulele.
it would have been particularly different?
Yes.
Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
No.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
I already did.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option.
Yes, I did.
And now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one?
This one.
Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones.
Yes, I am.
Though if the other option is really miserable
It is.
to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Very well.
Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Okay, so I'm assuming that in this version, the narrator does not continue to speak. I will press the yes button to see if anything happens. The game is currently broken. That means that the only choice to do right now is press the begin the game again button so that we can continue on to our next ending. Begin the game again. The loading screen has appeared. We will now go. I have opened up a Stanley Parable wiki because I do not know how to get to the heavens ending. In order to do so, we need to press a button on desk 419. I have arrived at desk 419. We will now press a button on the keyboard. Press. Now that we have pressed a button on the keyboard, we have to reset the game. Every single time we press a button on the keyboard, we have to reset the game because then the input won't be received on the other computers. This will happen a total of 5 times. I have located the computer at desk 423. It is now awaiting my eager input to press a button on the keyboard so that we can hurry along with this gameplay. We will now begin the game again. I have stopped at this point instead of showing you directly to a computer so you know which choice to go to. The next two, no, let me correct myself. The next one is going to be in the boss's office. I do hope you can hear me, because I really don't deserve to. You know what? I forgot my train of thought. It was something to do with static. Please ignore this rambling point on.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We have currently reached the point of the boss's office. This is the secretary desk of the boss's office. If you look on the screen, there are currently 3 more to go. I will now eagerly press my finger on the E button so that we can continue on. Input has been received. We have 2 more to go. Thank you for bearing me with this long time. My English is not good this early in the morning. I regrettably tell you this. Give it a sec, and we will now go to the next desk. We are now currently at desk 434. This is the same desk we climb upon when trying to get the choice ending, or whatever ending that one was. I do fully apologize because I did not actually record or look up what it was called. I will now press the 434 desk computer button. It appears I am too far away. Let me get a little closer. I forgot how to even move upon chairs anymore. There we go. I will now crouch so that my finger can elegantly press the spacebar button on that keyboard so that the next input will be finished. For some odd reason, I cannot press it. Let us try again in this different stance.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in
Narrator,
the office,
please shut up. It doesn't appear that it's working. There we go. I have currently pressed the button. If you look at the screen, it now says there are 4 marks. The final one, we must begin this game again. Okay, I have reached the final area. You probably don't even know where this final area is, but I will give you a clue. It is Stanley's office. He is employee 427, if you do not remember the repetitive beginning that he announces over and over again. We will now press the button and receive our final ending. We are now taken to a mysterious place. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. We can now press all the buttons that we ever wanted to. We are now in heaven. According to the wiki, there are 6 rows of 406. Let me repeat myself. There are 6 rows of 72 buttons. There are approximately 432 buttons in the whole entire complex, if you know how to do math. Unlike me, I just read it off the wiki because I do not want to do 6 times 72 in my head. Anyway, we are finished here. This is not the final episode. Okay, you guys probably don't know this, but I deleted about 30 seconds of me rambling about stupid stuff. So I'm gonna stop here. Thank you everyone so much for watching my video. If you liked it, please hit that like button down below. Subscribe for more of my content, and I will see you next time.